Hello, my friend. Are you having trouble making exercise a habit? Well, today I've got 3 answers for you and the mindset that you need to make it stick long term, to get the washboard six-pack like me, baby. Let's do it. This is the foundation. If you get this right, it gets easier from here. I'm not going to say it gets easy, but it does get easier. Life becomes easier once you make exercise a habit, just like, brushing your teeth. Everybody brushes their teeth for the most part. If you make brushing your teeth a habit, I'm going to show you the ways how it's almost the same thing and how you can get started today, how you can get started and make it last. First and foremost, number 1, make it easy. You've got to make exercise, if you're going to make exercise a habit, a consistent habit that you do, with very little resistance, you've got to make it really easy. The easiest things that we do are the things that we do repeatedly on a consistent basis. Also, one of the number 1 things that I see with people who are trying to make exercise a habit, they need to first click that like button, subscribe, because it makes me feel good and it helps the YouTube algorithm. If I told you tonight or later on, when you brush your teeth, use the other arm. If you're a righty, use your left hand, and I guarantee you it's going to be very frustrating very quickly, because you have to think about, okay, this one, and your arm isn't even used to doing that motion, so it's all very weird. It's all very new. Similar to exercise, it's you're embarking on a new journey, a new habit. You're doing things the other way. So, but in time, a week, a month, your left hand will get better at brushing your teeth because you'll develop new neural pathways to be able to do that more quickly, save you more time, save you more mental energy. Here's your answer to make it easy. Add exercise onto an existing habit, something that you do already, something that it's not that difficult to add on to. In the morning, if you get up and do some stretching, do some yoga, add a long walk onto that, or add a quick jog, maybe around the block. Just something that you can do on a consistent basis. If after dinner, you do the dishes, after doing the dishes, go out for a walk around the park or something like that. Something to add on to. And then a bonus. If you want to make exercise a habit and you're finding a lot of resistance and you've just had enough, here's what you do. It works every single time. Everybody that I've tried it with, it works almost every single time. Write down what day you're going to exercise, what time, and then what place. Write down the day, the time, the place, and then do that ideally every week. So say Monday at 5 p.m., Wednesday at 5 p.m., Friday at 5 p.m., Saturday at 5 p.m., so on, whatever your program is. Write it down, and then Monday 5 p.m. at the gym, Wednesday 5 p.m. walk at the park, Friday 5 p.m. walk at the beach, whatever that is. If you write it down, there was a study done, people who were just trying to get motivated and inspired to work out, and they had like a 30% success rate for working out at least one time per week. There's another one that didn't do anything, and they were about the same results, about 30%. And then this group who just simply wrote down what day, what time, what place, they were 90% more likely. 90% more likely to work out more than 2 times per week, to commit themselves to their goal. Our brain is like a servo mechanism. When, like missiles that they have, if it locks onto a target and the target moves, our brain goes with the target. If the day, the time changes, maybe it has to be 5:30 on Monday instead of 5 o'clock, and then we get pushed back half an hour. But our brain checks the time because we already scheduled it at this time. If we're committed to that time and goal. Some people back out. Look, I understand that many people aren't accountable either to other people or to themselves, which is a challenge in and of itself. That's something that needs to be resolved. But if you can do this, your chances are 3 times better than people who are just hoping it happens. Number 2 is you've really got to start small. So you're gonna make it easy. Number 1, and you've got to start small, so small that you can't say no. Literally, you might laugh at how small. If you're struggling for motivation to run, fill up your bottle and put on your shoes. Just that simple act, it gets you into the mind frame. It's much easier. And then I want you to ask yourself, how can I start in 2 minutes? How can I do this in 2 minutes? If you just get the ball rolling, I guarantee you the momentum of starting is always the hardest part, because there's no momentum. Imagine we're on a hill. Here's a ball. If you roll backwards, that's negative momentum. not working out, staying on the couch, putting on your phone. And then there's this way, there's positive momentum. Good things. If you get the ball rolling, you're gonna put your shoes on, you're gonna fill up your water bottle, and you're gonna be in a, you know, you're in the energy, the environment of wearing your running clothes. More likely, even if you get started just for 2 minutes, you run down the block, you come back, pat yourself on the back, you just exercised. Start that ridiculously small, because you have to develop it over time, which I'll get into next. But ask yourself how you can get started in 2 minutes. And, you know, don't try and have it all figured out. So many people come into the gym. Many people too often don't even have a plan, which is tough. But if you're going to go into the gym, if you're going to start a workout, have the first step down. You're not going to have all the steps in place. You just got to start initially, and then you'll be able to adapt it over time. But start very small, which goes to the next point, which is number 3, the final one: habits over results. You focus on your habits, not the results. Everybody that's ever come into me that, you know, wants to work with me and wants to improve themselves, it's never that, you know, I don't think everybody's ever told me, maybe once or twice, that they want to make exercise a habit. You know, it's usually because, you know, the doctor told them to, and they're on all these medications where they need to exercise, otherwise they're going to be really, really bad shape. Or they want the six-pack, they want the strong legs, they want the body. And with that, results, especially initially, if you're just getting started, results are going to take time, probably 2 to 3 months, you know, just to get initial results. If you're doing everything correctly, it's going to take some time. Everybody's different. But if your initial focus is on just developing the habit, committing to whatever your program is, 3, 4, 5 times a week of exercise, and then obviously nutrition as well. But if you just commit to exercise 3, 4, 5 times a week, do that for a few months, ideally 6 months. 6 months is like the tipping point. If people exercise for more than 6 months straight, they're almost, you know, 100% likely to continue for the rest of their lives. That's the tipping point. That's usually what people miss about building a new habit. Is far stronger and will last you long term to get you to where you want to be, as opposed to just focusing on the goal, and if you're not making progress, just giving up. Because people are usually in a more fragile place when they start working out, which is, you know, it's a scary position to be. I mean, I was back in college when I just started going to the gym. I was afraid. I was very afraid, and I had no idea what I was doing. I was even with my friends, and I was still very concerned. And I always remember a couple guys around the weight racks would like grunting and just yelling, and they were just like veins, kind of like that, popping out of their forehead, just going nuts. And that scared the hell out of me. So I didn't come back for another couple weeks, months maybe even, and I would just do 3 or 4 exercises, and then I would leave. And I would get down on myself because I knew I wasn't going to make any progress. And, you know, I never had this habit mindset in mind, but after a while with my friends, it did work. So commit to consistency, and commit to your habits of doing exercise 3 to 4 or 5 times a week. Start very small. If your focus needs to be make every workout. Hit the workout. Don't worry about the strategies just yet. Strategies are useless if you don't use them. There's, you know, any strategy, you know, is, you know, oh, I can do this better, I'll do this faster, this is more helpful to me. But if you're not working out, it's not doing you any good. So make exercise the habit first and foremost. Build a habit, and the results will follow. Thank you for watching, my friend. I hope you enjoyed this. Look forward to seeing you in the next video.